Welcome back to another episode of the Myrrh-Bearing Millennial Podcast. I'm your host, Jill, and if you're watching this on YouTube, you're in for a treat because you are seeing my face for the first time with the podcast. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we are taking the next step with the Myrrh-Bearing Millennial Podcast, and I created a YouTube channel a little while ago. I've been sharing some shorts, and all the podcast episodes have been going up on YouTube, and now you get to see my face. Here's the next part of this, okay? I am starting an official vlog, making sure I'm saying that right. An official vlog showing just the inner life of me and my family and Myrrh-Bearing Millennial. And so this episode, you're in for a treat, whether you're listening through audio or through the YouTube video, because I'm gonna explain kind of what you can expect from the vlog, but also some in-depth things about my personal life that has led me to where I am now, and some goals that we're working towards. So let's jump into this. Before I jump into today's content, if you could, please, if you end up liking what you hear, if you wouldn't mind liking this video if you're on YouTube, or liking the podcast, subscribing to the channel, subscribing to the show, sharing it with your friends. That will help the show get discovered. I would really, really appreciate that. First, I kind of just want to talk about some life updates, and that kind of leads us into the vlog. I am no longer nannying at all. For those who, maybe you didn't know this, but I nannied for the last year. Literally 4 weeks after Henry was born, I started nannying the sweetest little girl. And it was a way for my family to bring in an extra income while also giving someone closer to Gemma's age for her to play with while we adjusted to life with a newborn. And I loved it. We had her 3 days a week. And then in the summer, we took on another little girl for a little while, just through the summer. So I've been nannying for the last year in my home, and I'm no longer doing that. So my husband and I had decided now about 3 weeks ago that in April we were going to talk to the mother of the girl I was nannying anyways and tell her that it was time that we would need to step back, that she'd have to find other form of childcare, because I knew the direction that I was taking my business and I wanted to be able to dedicate more time to that. Plus, I start homeschooling my daughter a little bit in the fall. I wanted to dedicate prep time to that, and really just having more one-on-one time with just my kids and my family and my business. And so I knew we were gonna have to take a step back. But last week, or the week before, I guess, the mother actually reached out to me that her daughter had been accepted into a daycare academy that they applied for when her daughter was 6 months old. So she started, at the time of this recording, she started today. So last Friday was my last day with her. And honestly, I think it was just like another little push from God. Like, Jill, this is the direction you're supposed to be going. It's time to go for it. It's time to go full force. And there's a lot that kind of goes into this, and I'm going to talk about it. But another kind of life update is my husband and I had a really deep conversation about Myrrh-Bearing Millennial and about the content that I share and what I'm putting on my platform. And we decided that there's another part of our life that we're going to, well, mostly my husband will be on sometimes, but it's mostly me, that I'm going to be sharing a lot more of. And I'm going to be 100% transparent with this. I'm going to be, 100% transparent with absolutely everything, but including the finances that my business brings in. And I have a reason for this. My mission for the entirety of 2023 is to get my family out of debt, is to get us out of debt. We made some poor financial choices within the time of moving down here to South Carolina. And reality has hit us that student loans are probably kicking back in soon. And really, I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. We're not going to be able to afford to pay them whenever they kick back in. My husband's income can pay for everything now. Like, it covers all of our bills now. And that's that. When student loans kick back in, they won't. My husband has a graduate degree and his undergrad. And I have my undergrad. And so we've got 3 student loans that are going to be kicking in, I don't know when, whenever the government makes up their mind. And the reality is we made some poor financial choices. We probably should have been putting that money aside for the last 2 years or 3 years since COVID. We probably should have been, we couldn't make the payments on our own. It's a whole other thing. I don't want to dive into that. But we are where we are right now, and we're facing that reality. And so my business needs rapid growth. But here's the thing. We are also sticking to our values. And in our home, in our family, it is very, very important to us that I am a stay-at-home mom. That way I can be here with my children all the time. I can homeschool them, I can raise them, and we can be home and we have those traditional values. And we're not letting go of that. I am not going back to work. I don't want to go back to work. My husband doesn't want me to go back to work. That's not happening. So instead, I am doing everything humanly possible to grow my business as fast as possible. I feel like so many Instagram accounts or YouTube accounts or whoever you follow, I feel like so many of them, when they have a story, you get the before and you get the after, but you don't really get the middle. You get the before, you get the after, but you don't really get to see that in between, the middle, the hard shit. I'm gonna put it very bluntly. You don't get to see that. I'm in the middle. I am 100% in those trenches right now with my husband, and we're making it happen. I am a stay-at-home mom, and I am making my business make a killer freaking income with multiple streams of income. But not only am I gonna tell you that I'm doing that, I'm gonna show you how I do it, because this is going to be, I'm gonna show you that this is possible for everyone else. I have my own lessons to learn, okay? I grew up in a very poor family and had very, very little education or really any lessons taught around good money management. And I'm learning it now. My husband and I have done the Dave Ramsey Financial Peace University. I am a big fan of the Budget Mom. If you're not following her, you need to go follow her. She's awesome. I am very much a pen to paper type of person, and so her system just fits. And so we have our snowball created, we have our spreadsheets created, we are having weekly meetings. We actually have a long meeting once a week, my husband and I, and then we have a short meeting. So our long meeting is Thursday nights and our short meeting is Sunday nights, and it's just like okay, quick recap, this is what's happening this week, and so forth. And so we have everything in place. Now we just need my income. But I do want to say, if you are someone who also grew up poor and didn't have really good money management, and you were constantly reminded that you were poor, and maybe you struggle nowadays with, like, I don't know if you call it anxiety buying or what, but I splurge with money. I am an emotional spender, 100%. When we miscarried in September, I made some very, very, very poor decisions and grief spent money on a credit card that was paid off. So I ended up putting us into more debt by doing that, and just didn't make smart money decisions. But I know how to make them now. I know how to change this. I have a budget. I am 100% on board with my husband's budget meetings. I know every number that he talks about in the spreadsheet. I know where we are. I know where our money's going. I am an active participant in our debt-free journey now. So just putting that out there, like, if you've had budget conversations with your spouse and one of you just isn't on board, both of you need to be on board for it to be successful, for you to get out of debt. With that being said, I'm in the trenches. This is me in the middle. This is me growing my business from the very beginning, and you getting to see that process. And I'm going to walk you through every single step of that process throughout this journey. I will have podcast episodes dedicated to very specific topics of specific types of income streams or technology pieces that I'm using, or Instagram growth strategies and so forth. I will be giving you all of that. Everything I do, I will be transparent. I'm not going to share my husband's income and what he makes. That's private. but I will share what my business brings in. I am an average mom, okay? We live in an average suburb community. I'm an average mom. I don't have a massive Instagram following yet. We're working on it. But I'm starting this from the ground up so you can join me on this journey, and I'm gonna show you how you can do it yourself. That being said, the content that I'm putting out is not just for anyone trying to get out of debt. COVID, we experienced something monumental. Well, monumental crisis. A lot of moms were sent home from their jobs. A lot of moms were sent back to being stay-at-home moms, or were sent into a role of being a stay-at-home mom that they had never been before. And you tend to go through maybe a bit of an identity crisis, a financial crisis, a psychological crisis, whatever that looks like. But that's a shock. That is a huge shock to go from working to being home full-time with your kids and wondering how you're still going to provide an income. I mean, oftentimes I hear a lot of moms tell me that their paycheck literally just pays for daycare. So the moms who are brand new to stay at home and would like to earn an income, my content's for you. The moms who want to be a stay-at-home mom and cannot figure out how to financially make it work so you can be home, this content is for you. Any moms with an online business that you're trying to grow, this content's for you, because hey, guess what? I'm trying to grow mine too. This content is for you. And any moms who maybe need some time management tips or productivity tips, this content is for you, because I'm a mom. I have 2 toddlers. I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. Trust me, I get it. You have to manage your time so well and take advantage of every single minute possible. We're going to talk about all of it. I'm going to share everything that I do, and my hopes are that it helps whoever's watching this who needs it. That's what this comes down to, is I hope it helps someone. And to know that if you are also in the trenches, or if you're starting to get to the trenches, you know that you're gonna need to get your shit together here very soon, you're not alone. I got you. I'm here for you. You got this. I apologize for the swearing. I usually don't swear in my episodes, but I'm just kind of emotional with this today. My brand, really quick, Myrrh Bearing Millennial. If you listen to the first episode of my podcast, you'll learn all about the Myrrh Bearing Millennial name and where that comes from and how my brand got created. But when it comes to income, my brand consists of multiple streams of income. If there's one thing we learned from COVID, it's that we need multiple streams of income to survive, because a job can be taken from you so fast. So fast. Multiple streams of income is earning income from multiple places. This is affiliate marketing and influencer marketing and monetization and investing and product selling, and just any way you can make money. As long as you're making money a bunch of different ways, you have a bunch of different pools that you can pull from, or a bunch of different streams that you can pull from, you're good. That's multiple streams of income. That's what I'm building with Myrrh Bearing Millennial. That way I'm not stuck in oh, maybe my digital product only sold this much, so crap, that's all the money I'm making. No, it's okay, well, it sold that much, and I also made this much, and I made this much, and I made this much, and these other streams. This is why you need multiple streams of income. Now, it sounds overwhelming, but it's not. My brand is kind of morphed. Think of it like an umbrella, right? I have goals. I have other ways we're going to continue growing throughout the year. Right now, I'm growing my social media platform. And it started with my Instagram. My Instagram account currently today has 507 followers. I am what's considered a micro influencer. I would even go as far to call myself as a mini micro influencer, because I have less than 1,000 followers. But my account started in the end of November because my previous account got hacked. But here's the thing. My previous account, I got it back, but I won't use it because it took 4 years to grow to 1,200 followers, and my engagement was terrible. I started this new account at the end of November, so 4 months ago now, and I'm at 507 followers, but my engagement is better than it's ever been. I am so connected with just about all of my followers. We are constantly in my DMs, in my comments. They're replying to stories and stuff. Like, I am so engaged with my followers now more than I ever was in my old account, so I won't get rid of it. I'm just going to continue growing this account. And I want to put this out there for anyone trying to grow a platform, especially on Instagram. I'll talk about TikTok in a moment, but especially on Instagram. Be so invested with your followers because that's your community. Those are your customers. Those are your people, the people who love you and stand by you and support you and are following your journey. Be engaged with them. The more engagement you have, the better. I would much rather have really strong engagement than a ridiculous amount of followers. I mean, I'll take the ridiculous amount of followers. That'd be cool. But I would still much rather have so much more engagement. So that being said, my different income streams within Myrrhbearing Millennial. First is Seint. Seint is the multi-level marketing, the network marketing company that I represent. It's the one palette makeup system that's phenomenal. You can check it out on my Instagram. I will have many videos on my YouTube showing you how to use that makeup. Their business plan and their commission is the best that I've ever seen within a network marketing company, and I love the makeup so much. So I share this makeup. So I earn a commission from the makeup and I earn bonuses and stuff from people who enroll within my team. I'm a big fan of network marketing companies as long as the business is good. So that's the first one. The second one, and this actually came as a surprise, and I think it's kind of what opened the door for all of this, is Facebook monetization. Now I know that Instagram's getting rid of the Reels bonuses. I'm not a social media coach. I don't do that. So I'm not entirely sure if that's including the Facebook Reels. But here's the thing, in March, my husband and I had a goal to raise $200 to pay for my son's birthday party out of pocket. When I tell you there has been God wink after God wink throughout this whole process, my husband and I had a very long budget meeting in February, deciding how much money we needed to raise for my son's birthday party. We had a lot of people coming into town. I mean, he's turning 1, but we wanted to pay for it all in cash. And I felt like God needed me to prove to him that I could handle the money. It's kind of like your child comes to you and is like, hey, I need money. You feel like, show me you can handle this and I'll give you the money. That's what I felt like God was doing. And so that's whenever we got our crap together and created our budget and all this stuff. And literally the next day, I get a notification on my phone saying, hey, you're earning money through your Reels, because I had 2 Reels that were taking off. So I was like, what is this? So I look and Facebook has Reels monetization where you earn money based off of views on your Reels. I made $206 just on 2 Reels from Facebook. Might not sound like a lot, but it was for me because I was like, that's my son's birthday money. And it literally came the next day. I was like, well, okay, God, like, I hear you. I can handle this money. But that's a whole other stream of revenue is monetization. Now it's more, think of social media monetization like that, because you can do that through Facebook, you can do it through TikTok, and you can do it through YouTube. YouTube has the best monetization out there. But think of that more like a bonus because it's not really reliable. You can't rely on the algorithm to make every one of your Reels go viral. So that happened, but currently this month I'm not making anything from Facebook Reels because my Reels haven't been doing that great on Facebook this past month. Granted, they also canceled the Instagram Reels bonuses, so I don't know if that includes Facebook, but either way, not making $200 this month so far that I've seen. Another form of income that I am doing within my brand is digital products. So this is me creating systems, ebooks, guides, worksheets, journal prompts, etc. for my Myrrhbearing Millennial brand to help moms and selling it and always offering it for sale. Now I use the website called Stan Store as like my website, but I have all my links on there. Like I have my color match link and currently my spring challenge link, and I'll have my digital products on there too. So people can just go on and they can just buy the digital product that they want. There's a big announcement coming with a digital product soon. So my first official digital product will be launched soon. And if you're listening to my podcast or if you're watching my YouTube channel, you are getting the inside scoop that I'm launching a digital product soon. So I'm pretty excited about this. But that's another stream of revenue. Another one is affiliate links. This would be using like to know it. Like I'm going to be expanding my content. One of the things I'm passionate about talking about is modest beauty, and that includes like modest fashion. So going to TJ Maxx or Target or ordering something from Amazon and showing you the clothes that I get that I think are modest and are great and how much they are, and then sharing it to like to know it or earning a commission from the link from Amazon because I have a store with Amazon. And so I can earn an affiliate income by sharing those clothes and someone buying it. I earn a little commission of that being sold. Another form of income that I am bringing within my brand, and this is probably going to be my largest stream for a while, is user-generated content. This is UGC work. This is huge. Look up UGC, but user-generated content is me creating content for brands. They pay me to create content for them, showing me using their product, and then they post it to their platform. I'm gonna create an entire video just on UGC because this is fantastic. You do not need a massive following to make an amazing income from UGC. And personally, as a creative person like myself, I absolutely love creating UGC content, so I'm having a lot of fun with this, but it's a really great way to make an awesome income. So that's another one that has recently started within my brand. So those are some of the examples of the multi streams of income that I have coming in within my brand, and I'll be sharing more of those in depth throughout the year and how they bring in money. I'm also planning on doing like a video once a month towards the end of the month, literally talking about my finances. Like, this is how much I made from this stream of income. This is how much is going towards debt. And this is what I've been able to do so far with my business. I'm going to track this every single month to see how it goes and how it progresses, and step by step keep track of what I do and share it with you. So that way anyone looking to make income like this or any form of income from online while being a stay-at-home mom, you can do it. I'm going to show you how I do it so that way you can do it. I will give this information to you. That's what I'm here for. Because I feel like I've had to pay and research the crap out of figuring out how to do this. So I'm gonna show it to you because us moms, we need to stick together. So those are my life updates. Expect more vlogs on my YouTube channel. So anyone listening to just the podcast, be sure to go to my YouTube channel, Myrrh Bearing Millennial, and subscribe, because I will have vlogs showing you grocery hauls. Like, I actually have to go to Costco tomorrow and I'm debating on recording that one. But grocery hauls, different fashion things, not only clothes that I wear, but clothes that I put my kids in, because I'm a big advocate for modest clothing for children too. So clothes that they're in, they're definitely be hanging out with me. We'll talk about traditional values, our prayer life, our church life, and just showing you the day in the life of a traditional stay-at-home mom. So that's what you can expect from the vlog, and this is what you can expect from Myrrh Bearing Millennial moving forward. I'm still gonna have all my guest speakers. Like, I have more guest speakers lined up. All of that is still happening too. I'm just growing. We're just expanding, and it's going to be fun. And basically, I'm walking through the trenches and I'm taking you with me if you choose to watch my content. So welcome to the Myrrh Bearing Millennial side, where I'm showing you the raw truth as I'm digging myself out of trenches of terrible financial decisions, but also growing a business that I love, growing a business that I'm super passionate about, that I absolutely love, and I'm super thankful to be able to do while being a stay-at-home mom, and showing you just how to be a stay-at-home mom. Like, I know when I became a mom, I was determined to work outside the house and stuff. It's a story for another day, but it took me a long time to find true joy and contentment and fulfillment within being a stay-at-home mom. It's a lot of freaking work to be a stay-at-home mom. And now I love it. I love every second of it. I literally don't want to do anything else except, you know, grow this business, grow my brand. But I feel like it's all part of it. It's all one big thing. And I want to show you how to love it too, because it is really hard. It's really hard. I had a rough day with my daughter today. Trust me, three-nager is a thing. It's so hard, but it's also so beautiful. I want to show you how to love motherhood also. So I hope you stick along for the ride. I hope you've enjoyed this so far. I want to thank you guys for watching my first ever vlog video with the podcast every single week now. I do have a few more guest speakers that the interviews weren't recorded, so those will just be the picture on the screen for YouTube. But moving forward, future interviews that I do and any podcast episodes featuring just me will be videos. And I will also have videos going up throughout the week of vlogs and more, just so you can see my crazy life for what it is and I can grow and get to know you better. Thank you so much for joining on my first ever vlog episode, but also on, I don't remember which episode this is, but thank you for joining on for also another episode of the Myrrh-Bearing Millennial podcast. If you could, please, if you liked what you saw today, if you loved the video, if you loved the podcast episode, please remember to like it, share it, comment it, send it to your friends, subscribe. This will help the show get discovered. So thank you so much, and we will see you next week.